going to draw spaghetti on a fork.
Yeah, we hope you're going to follow along with us. It's going to be a lot of fun. For this lesson, you need your art supplies. We're going to use markers to draw with, but first, we're going to use a pencil. This is because we're going to do a lot of overlapping, which means things in front of another thing. So it looks super 3D. Now, what else do you need?
Some paper and something to color with.
Yeah, all right. You ready to start?
Yes.
We're first using our pencils to draw with. Now, you guys at home can draw lightly with the pencil so it's easy to erase at the end. I'm going to press hard and make sure that the line is dark so that our art friends can see it. Yeah, can see it on the camera. So first we're drawing the meatball. And it's
that's huge.
It's a huge meatball, and it's okay if it's bumpy because meatballs are bumpy. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. All right, now we're going to draw the fork. You know what?
Make that bigger.
You could make that bigger. I was just thinking that.
That's why we're using a pencil.
That's the nice part about using a pencil. Then you could also erase the smaller circle.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to do that? That looks really cool. I like that it's a bigger meatball.
Thank you.
I want to make a bigger meatball too. I'm going to make mine a little bigger. Look at this. Like you can draw it differently. I made my circle bigger, but it's taller, and I didn't change it down here at the bottom. I'm going to erase the other line too.
Okay.
Okay, we got our meatball shape. What should we draw next?
The fork.
The fork. Okay, let's do that. Let's first draw a line straight down the middle. So I'm going to draw imaginary through the circle and then down to the bottom like that.
It
looks like a lollipop.
Sucker.
This is just the center line for the fork. Now we're going to draw the top of our fork. First, let's draw two lines that come down on each side like that.
That's a thick fork.
Yeah, that's the outside shape. There you go. And then down at the bottom, we can draw a U, the letter U, to connect the bottom of our fork. And then let's draw the handle of the fork, two lines coming down further on the outside of that center line. Now let's erase the center line down the middle of our fork and also all the way down the handle, like that. We'll erase it all the way down. And then also this little line down at the bottom of the U.
Okay.
Now we have the shape of our fork. Let's draw the spaghetti. And we're just gonna, this is gonna be fun. We're just gonna draw lines that come across our fork like this. And you could draw as many lines as you want. This is the noodles wrapped around our fork. Just go all the way. Yes. Good job. Oh, I like how thick your noodles are. And then I stopped down here. Yes. Okay, now we're switching to our marker. Our marker. We're going to add some sauce on the bottom of our meatball. So we're going to draw a little drip coming down like this. So I drew a U shape, a really tall U. And then I'm going to draw a small U right next to it. And maybe we could draw a little more sauce coming down over here. All right, now let's draw our noodles that are wrapped around the fork. Right here, I'm going to draw a bump that comes down from the top where the meatball is and then connects to the line. Oh, before we do that, let's switch back to our eraser and we're just going to erase the noodle lines inside of the sauce.
Yeah, because you don't want lines inside the sauce.
Yeah, that's going to help us. The pencil lines are our guidelines to help us know where to put our marker lines. So we can erase those because we're not going to draw the noodles going through the sauce. Okay, so now let's draw the line coming straight across and go behind the sauce. We'll come out to the other side, and then we're going to curve up and connect to the meatball. I like how thick our noodles are.
Like ginormous.
Yeah, ginormous. Let's draw another bump, and then I'm going to do the line that goes across and then connects over to the other side and add another curve. Now, if we're going too fast, remember, what can our friends do?
Pause the video.
Yeah, if you need extra time, you can pause the video. Let's do another curve for the side of the noodle, wrapping it around the fork and coming out over here and then connecting. Oh yeah, good job. Okay, let's do that all the way down. I'm gonna add lots of noodles all the way down.
It looks like a honeycomb.
It kind of does, huh? We're gonna add even more details to make it look more like noodles. This is like perfectly wrapped noodles too. My noodles never look this perfect when I wrap it around my fork. And then it usually just unravels and comes off anyways.
Slips off your fork.
Yeah. Next, let's come down here and we're going to draw the outside shape of our fork. And we're going to come down and draw the handle too on the left side. And then let's do the same thing on the right side. We'll come down and then curve down to the handle. Now down here at the bottom, we need to draw part of the fork that you can still see. It's behind the noodles. So first we're going to draw a small letter U right here.
In the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle. And then we're going to draw that same shape U right next to it and next to it over here on the right side. Now it looks like a fork, huh?
Yeah.
Or maybe a pitchfork. It's so big. Let's draw the end of our noodles coming out to the side. So I'm going to draw a little curved noodle line coming out. And then we can draw another one right next to it that matches. And then we could draw a little curve to connect the top to the bottom. Let's do the same thing over here. Maybe this one comes down further like this.
Like this.
Oh yeah, or an extra curl. And then we can, you guys at home can also change your drawings too. It doesn't have to curl the same way mine does.
That's
a power.
Curls differently.
Yeah, none of the noodles look the same. And I like how this one has superpowers. Well, at the very end, you can do a curve just like we did over here. Or we could add an oval so it looks like the end of, it's chopped.
To go like this.
Oh yeah, you could change it. There you go. Let's also add, we could add a little noodle curving up too over here. I'm going to draw 2 lines coming up. And then, maybe this is the arms and this is the head of our super meatball and spaghetti sauce.
I feel like the person that's holding this fork is going like this. So the noodles are flying everywhere.
Yeah, maybe that's what's happening. Now let's draw the outside shape of our meatball. Now we drew a circle, right? But we can add more texture to our meatball by adding little bumps all the way around. You don't want to make it too bumpy, but little bumps all the way around to where we started. There we go. That's one big meatball. Let's also add some basil leaves sticking out to the side. I'm going to draw a little curve, comes out. This fork has everything. Man, this is going to be one tasty bite. I'm going to draw another curve coming back in.
Everything you need on your fork.
Yeah. I'm going to draw one more basil leaf coming down further and then connecting back in. I can also draw the center part of the leaf. Little line. Oh, we did it! But we're missing something.
A funny face.
Okay. That was a cute one.
Or a funny face.
Oh, that one's not
Angry.
Angry. Yeah, let's add a funny face. I'm gonna draw a circle. Oh, I'm gonna draw a different funny face. Let's draw a circle like this, about this size. And then I'm also gonna draw a bigger circle going around it.
I'm gonna draw my own funny face.
Yeah, you don't have to draw the same as mine. You could draw it completely different. My eyes are gonna look crazy. I'm going to add a highlight, smaller circle, and then I'm going to color in this middle circle and leave the little circles white. Oh, wow, I like yours. Those are some big eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I like your mustache. Oh, and eyelashes. That's a nice combination.
Yep.
We're going to use our erasers to erase the pencil line, the guidelines that you can still see. So we'll do this really quick, and then we're going to switch to our colored markers and color in our drawings. We are fast forwarding this part, so remember, you can pause the video at the very end and match our same coloring. You ready to fast forward?
Yes.
Hadley, give me 5. We did it. We finished coloring our meatball on a fork.
Yeah.
And it turned out so cool. I especially love yours.
I especially love yours.
Yeah, thank
The
you.
funny face.
Now, if you have the same markers that we have, the colors that we use, brown is Y648, the gray is CG03, the red is R107, and then the noodle color is Y003. And we also used our G406 for the basil leaves.
The basil.
You could use other colors for shading and also for highlights. I use a white colored pencil for my highlights. You could use these colors or any colors you want. Did you have fun?
Yes.
You promise?
And we hope you had fun too.
And we'll see you later, our friends. Goodbye.